Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Alhamdulillah. Salatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajmain amma ba'd. Brothers and sisters, today we are making this video to answer a frequently asked question. That is, what is the difference between Ruqyah, spiritual healing, holistic healing, and life coaching? Basically, these are all services which we are offering to the public and well explained in the website, etc. Still, when people contact us, they are asking what's the difference between these and what is the areas, why these are all the different. So I just want to explain these things. Basically, first I want to introduce what is holistic healing. Holistic healing, basically, this term is very frequently used during the last 30-40 years, actually. In 1978, World Health Organization declared a program which is called Alma-Ata Declaration, which emphasized that by the end of 2000, health for all, health for all by the end of 2000. This is called Alma-Ata Declaration. And almost all countries cooperated with it. And they were implementing a lot of projects and programs to enhance the well-being of the world population. But unfortunately, after 10 years, when they made a census, population count or census, they found a more and more new type of diseases has been emerged, and the percentage of the people having the sickness and health problems is increased. And again, after 20 years, again after 10 years, in 1998, they made another census across the world and found that alarmingly and in a horrible way, lot of new diseases came, and the percentage of the sick people is increasing. So there was a discussion in the higher authorities, among the authorities like World Health Organization and of different countries and etc. What is happening when we are making a campaign to remove all the illness and to make a complete healthy world? Everything, whatever is happening, is just reverse to our motivation. I mean, our aim. So it was understood that the present system of addressing the disease, analyzing and addressing and treating the disease based upon the different parts of the body. For example, eyes different, heart different, skin different, and ortho, the bones is different, kidney is different. So, and gynecology is different. So, dividing the person's body and analyzing and finding out the disease is not accurate. One has to consider the whole body as a person. And again, the discussion came, it's not only the physical body, the mind should also be considered, because the state of mind is very critical in determining the health situation of the people. And again, the discussion came, it's not only the mind alone, but the spirituality and the religion and personal belief has to be considered. And the World Health Organization has released a lot of articles and books and criterion and questionnaires in this one. These are all mentioned in our website. Actually, if you want, you can log on to our website and see download these type of articles. So spirituality came into picture during the last 30-40 years. So holistic healing, what is holistic healing? Holistic healing is a system of considering many aspects of a person's well-being. For example, his physical, the environmental, physical, and his emotional, his intellectual, his mental, and all the more spiritual, and his belief, etc. So by considering all the elements of the determinants of health. This approach is known as holistic healing. Then, what is spiritual healing? Spiritual healing is a broader sense of considering the spirituality of a person. Every person has a spirituality, whether has a religion or not, but everybody has a spirituality. Every religion has a spirituality, but every spirituality do not have a religion. But many people have the spirituality as well as a religion, and their spirituality is based upon the principles and values of the religion. Basically, every religion is envisaging and promoting and pointed towards the spirituality, and this is generally common. But the belief system maybe is different. Then, what is religion? Religion means the spirituality. When somebody wants to connect his spirituality to a super being or a higher power or extra power or external power, God, or I mean, this is called in different names, actually, God. Okay, so transcendental power. So this connection is called religion. Okay, this is the attachment of the heart. Even the Islamic scholars like Shaykhul Islam Ibn Taymiyyah mentioned ta'allaqul qulub, that means the attachment of the heart to something, to a higher power. Okay, this is the term which is called al-ihlah. Anyway, inshallah, what I'm trying to say is spiritual healing is healing by considering the core human values, the belief system, and by removing any disabling belief or blocking belief and spiritual blocks and etc. So spiritual healing is a small part of holistic healing. And then what is Ruqyah then? Ruqyah means it's a Islamic recitation or Islamic ritual recitation or recitation of the Quranic verses or some prayers and etc. So this is rituals are called Ruqyah. Ruqyah is a small part of spiritual healing. Spiritual healing is a small part of holistic healing. And Ruqyah, when you say the Ruqyah, let's see now if you see the book by written by Ermeli Perho, one of the international known epistemologists. He wrote a book, Prophetic Medicine, and this has been published by the Oxford University Press. The prophetic medicine or Quranic healing, he divided into four segments, four steps. One is to recite the verses and wordings of the Quran and the teachings of Rasul, just to recite it and blow on the person, or just to recite it to the ears of the person. This is called Ruqyah. This is the first element of it. This is called Ruqyah. But apart from the Ruqyah, the second level is that to believe in what this Quran and the prophetic tradition, Sunnah says. This is believing aspect. This is a spiritual aspect actually. So this is Ruqyah. This is over and above the Ruqyah. So this is not part of Ruqyah actually, but it's a spiritual healing area. So second level is to believe in what the Quran and the Prophet's traditions say as to believe and say not to believe. Okay. Then the third level comes. This is to obey and act upon the commandments of the Quran and the prophetic tradition, which is called obeying the haram and halal rules and the permitted and the prohibited commandments. So obeying in their life, and by obeying in the life, somebody gets a healing. This is a spiritual healing. It's not Ruqyah, but it's a spiritual healing. And again, the fourth level, doing endeavors, doing work, doing the more and more activities and endeavors in the way of Quran and the prophetic tradition. So that means acting for the propagation and the goodness of the people. Okay, so this is the fourth level. So out of the four, the first is being recitation and affecting on the person. This is called Ruqyah. So Ruqyah is a small part of spiritual healing. Spiritual healing is a small part of holistic healing. Holistic healing may be may comprise of many things. Approaching different, adopting or using different types of procedures and therapies and medicines, and somebody do some counseling. This is coming in the holistic healing, not only the medicine, not only the spirituality, not only the rituals. So counseling and therapies and physical therapies and psychotherapy and counseling and guidance and classes and everything comes in holistic healing. And then what is life coaching? Life coaching means when somebody has a problems, every problem has its own reasons, and maybe something which is related with his religion, some maybe something which is related with his spirituality, maybe something related with his attitude and how he reacted to the realities of the life. Maybe he has some wrong notion about some realities of his life or some incident which has happened in his life. So how do we react to the realities of the life? That makes the difference. That makes the health or the wellness. So life, by undergoing a particular problems or a particular behavior, or by keeping us in some type of particular relationship and etc., we will be handicapped with many spiritual or religious or mental attitudes. So in that cases, the person may have a corrupted personality, and his personality may be having some handicappedness. So in such cases, we have to educate him and counsel him and find out what happens, or what is a disabling belief, or what is a disabling incident happen in his life, and to resolve such issues and to bring him back to the normal level, or bring him back to the healthy personality. So personality correction, personality empowerment, and personality growth, educational advancement, and reinventing somebody. These are the procedures which is involved in the life coaching. So basically, we address all the three. We do the Ruqyahs wherever it is required, and of course, when you do the Ruqyahs, for example, somebody maybe is affected by a black magic, or somebody maybe is affected by a possession, and somebody has an emotional transfer, hit by an emotional transference like envy or ayn, the evil eyes and etc. These are the realities which is happening in different type of people. There are people who reject all this type of thing, but it's this rejection and refusal is only out of their ignorance. So we can ignore them. Okay. So when there is a emotional transference or something which has been hitted on somebody, or affected by a black magic, or possessed by or influenced by a devilish force and etc., then there of course the Ruqyah do a lot, but not alone, because such type of influences or emotional hit has been affected on the person, maybe in his belief, maybe in his traumatic or pathological problems, or psychological problems, psychopathological problems. Okay, so maybe something in his attitude, maybe something in his mental weakness, and maybe his central nervous system might be may be damaged seriously. So these are the areas where this devil has the influence. Okay, so Ruqyah alone cannot solve the problems. In such cases, maybe we have to do the Ruqyah, plus we have to see his spirituality and religious wellness and etc. Maybe we need a more holistic or a broader approach to see him, what is happening in his emotional mind, and what is happening in his memory, and what is happening in his behavior and attitude and vibes and feelings and etc. Then moreover, sometimes we need to, it's not session by session, but maybe we have to do through a coaching, through a counseling series of coaching and educative, and we have to give him some practices and activity records and etc. So over a period, we do the life coaching, of course, direct and online, and with the help of YouTube clips and external supportive reading and etc., suggested reading, etc. And we give them the activity records, wherein they have to record whatever instruction we are giving to them. They have to record the follow-up procedures and etc. So this how generally 2 months, 3 months, or 4 months gap, We revive the personality, we revive the people and come back them to the normal life and help them to take back their powers. So this is what life coaching that we do, and we deal with them in every aspect of their the psychology or their anatomy of their anatomy of the spiritual body, like their sensories and perception. When we say about sensory, many of the people have the spectrum and neurodivergence and autism issues. That means during the childhood, some inappropriate or neurodivergence has gone so in a in a different or magnified the difference. So somebody has a hearing issue, somebody has a balance issue, somebody has a talking issues or auditory issues and etc. So these type of problems will be triggering with the other bad environment and healthy or bad environment and unhealthy personality relationship and etc. So basically, to take somebody into the normal life, we may have to see everything. Okay. So there may be cases where we have to make the counseling. There may be cases where we have to recite the Ruqyah. There may be cases where we want to visit their places and homes and etc. to clean out the any black magic issues or possessions or emotional imprints in the homes and etc. So we cover everything actually. Basically, if you for more informations, we suggest you visit our website, and inshallah more speeches will be coming in our channel. Okay. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah.